Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good evening. I'm Adam. I have ulcerative colitis, and I've had it for a couple of years, and I've had symptoms for several years. But I wanted to give everybody a bit of an update. It's let's see, coming in the last month of 2010. Really appreciate everybody who's added their stories to the website over the past year. We've got all kinds of good stuff going on, good things to read about. Hopefully a lot of you that are maybe coming to the site for the first time can relate to other people's stories, or some of your questions are getting answered. If you still have questions, you can obviously write your own story. That's fine. We'll put it up. But last time I kind of chimed in with the video, I was in the middle of a flare. That was about a month and a half ago.
Hey guys, if you're wondering what we're making for dinner, we got pork chops with some roasted vegetables, and it's starting to smell good.
Marathon in Las Vegas, benefiting the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America. Raising about $3,200 for that, which is cool. Thanks to all the sponsors out there and who donated on behalf of me. But my original plan back in September, when I decided to do this thing, was I was going to walk the half marathon, 13.1 miles, walk it. You know, I'm still getting back from when I had my horrible flare-ups 2 years ago, right? I lost a lot of weight and I've been out of shape. But about a month and a half into it, early October, decided I'm going to try to run this thing, right? And then, as some of you might know, towards the middle and end of October, I started going into a pretty bad, colitis flare. I started having symptoms, the blood started flowing, and stuff like that. So I pulled back the reins, didn't worry about the race at all. I went in and did the introductory diet, the SCD lifestyle introductory diet, real going back to basics on the SCD program. Because I treat my UC with diet exclusively. I'm not on any medications. Anyways, that worked out really well. I was eating really basic food for several days and then gradually started adding more things. So that worked out. I got out of the flare, and come last weekend, you know, I was still planning on walking everything, but I get out there on Friday to Las Vegas, and I was thinking to myself, actually I'm sorry, 2 weekends ago, I was thinking to myself, wow, I'm feeling alright. Spent the night with my friend, my old roommate Joe. We show up at Mandalay Bay Sunday morning, the day of the race. He's planning on running it. And with 35,000 people running around, we got all these people from the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation on with their jerseys on. You can check this out. You can see I got my number. I was wearing my number right there, 12585. That's me right there. I was wearing, living with ulcerative colitis, and I like it. Anyways, I said to myself, hey, we got all this excitement, let's try to run this thing, right? So, my buddy Joe, he'd been training for running and so forth. I hadn't ran in a year, about a month and a half. And I lost several pounds of weight. I got down to about 150 something, low 150s. I'm usually hanging around 165. Anyways, long story short, I ran the first 7 miles. Probably wasn't the smartest thing I ever did, because after 7 miles, my legs, my knees were dying. And I ended up walking the rest of it, which was fine. But hey, I highly recommend anyone. I'll be there next year for sure. I'm not going to do any other probably half marathons, but I'll be in the Vegas one. You're walking down the strip and you've got people yelling and screaming. You have like all of the local high school cheerleading squads out there. You've got the crazy drunks who've been out gambling all night, all morning long, 7 in the morning, waving their beer, clapping for you. It's a lot of fun. And I saw a lot of other people that have Crohn's or colitis. I remember a couple people specifically running by me with their little things on the back like I had, saying I'm living with UC, and I was just like, wow, that was pretty cool. I met a woman in her 40s, I'd say. She's got a couple of kids, one that's in college, one that's a late teen. She looked like muscle woman to me, and she's been living with UC for 17 years, she said. She's living with she's doing Asacol, the medication, and she's doing a lot of stuff with vitamins and supplements, vitamin D's, things like that. But my point I'm trying to make is there's people that have UC just like us that are doing pretty darn good. So here's the idea. I'm going to be doing something new starting in the new year, 2011, and it has to do with my diet. Anyone else, welcome to join, but I'm going to start adding in something that I haven't been eating. It's on the SCD diet, but I haven't been doing it, and that's eating lots of yogurt. So I'm going to be Yogurt Man starting in 2011. Welcome anyone to join me. I'm getting a yogurt maker off of Amazon.com, and I'm going to start cranking out all kinds of yogurt. I'm going to be throwing all kinds of fruit in with that yogurt. I'm going to be chowing the hell out of that stuff because I want to put on a couple pounds next year because my wife and I are trying to get involved with setting up a long going away from home bike riding type thing, and I need to be in shape, and I need to put a couple pounds on, put some muscle on, right? So, anyway, my name's Adam. I have UC. Hope you all have a good night. It's the end of the year, and everyone that's struggling with symptoms, trying to find a way out of the hole, we've all been there. I've been there. I was there for a long time. I was getting ready for surgery, but didn't have to do that. And here to answer any questions anybody's got, help anyone out. I think everyone else that's part of the website or part of the Facebook group, we're here to do the same thing. So good luck. Keep your head up. And quick thing to Vicky out there, bike rider Vicky. Anyone that's been following her stories, it's just killing me right now to hear how she's doing. Quick shout out to Brad. Brad actually had colon surgery. I hope he's recovering well, doing nicely. Ashley down in Texas, hope you're doing good. And everybody else that writes on the website. You guys are awesome. It's fun being a part of all this, so have a good night. All right.